Hello, welcome to Burning Strawman. In today's episode, I'm going to be discussing how America has become insane. Insane. The first point I want to mention is that everything nowadays has become political. There used to be a time when especially tragic events would pull us together as a country, but that is no longer the case. We can see, for example, after mass shootings, this is often used as an opportune time to talk about revising gun laws. When there are natural disasters, it becomes an opportunity to talk about global warming or to bash the current administration's policies. When the economy goes up or down, again, it is a good way to either blame the Democratic or the Republican side of the aisle.
He wouldn't have harmed that many students with a knife!
The second point I want to mention is we are, as a country, suffering from a great amount of mental instability. According to the Center for Disease Control, about 20% of the adult population suffers from some type of mental illness. Now, we have become so sophisticated at solving crimes. Anybody who watches CSI or Forensic Files, they can get an idea of just how advanced our technology is at apprehending perpetrators. However, what we have now are sleeper cells of people who at any moment can snap. So I would make the argument that even though our law enforcement system has improved, we are actually less safe because more people are suffering from mental illness, and this makes the chances of violence go up dramatically. Not only that, but also according to the Center for Disease Control, the suicide rate has increased every year from 1999 to 2016, every year in every state, and it continues to increase. Now, the third point I want to mention is the news media has become increasingly biased. They would rather conduct smear campaigns than actually report objective facts.
This was not an aberration from Trump. This was a double down on dumb.
There are systems in place which create false statistics, false information to confuse people. There is a deep state structure which is hidden from the public view and not subject to the same laws as ordinary citizens. We have varying conflicting data on important issues such as immigration, global warming, and these conflicting facts prevent people from actually making conclusions about what to actually do in problematic areas.
I don't feel these assertions are borne out by stats, because they have stats from different governmental departments. Like you say, there are actually 30 million illegals, whereas every other department I can find
they're
says
all using
12.
the same.
The last point I want to mention is America's addiction to entertainment and to drugs, and the two go hand in hand. People are suffering in their daily lives and they're looking for an escape. They turn to drugs many times. The amount of drug overdoses has increased every year across every geographical divide and demographic. Opioid deaths have ravaged American communities. And people are also turning towards entertainment in order to escape the daily pain of their lives. Every week, every day, it seems like there's a new championship game, new sports season that starts to focus on to keep our attention away from our daily grind. Also, these entertainers, these actors, actresses, rock stars, sports figures, their contracts continue to balloon. Every year, their contracts get bigger and bigger. Meanwhile, the people who make up the foundation of this country, such as the school teachers, the construction workers, etc., they're barely getting by. So these are our priorities. This is what we find important in America. although it seems very backwards. So in conclusion, I want to say that we as America, we have really been a world superpower. We have become fat and jolly, and in the process we have developed a cancer, a disease, which is tearing at its very fabric. We in many ways resemble the fallen empires of the past by our fixation with this bread and circus.